Hi, I'm Cindy, and you are watching the Hoosier Sisters in search of Forrest Fenn's treasure. Tonight I'm going to tell you why I'm by myself, and also we're going to talk about the pictures of the chest at the Detroit Museum, which I'm sure you're getting tired of hearing about, but I want to say my piece. And also I want to talk about an article from 2009 that talks about Forrest Fenn's treasure. And also I want to talk about if maybe Forrest Fenn is ex-CIA and zooming down on Google Earth. And so to start with, I want to let you know why Tammy's not here. And she came to visit last week, her and Rex, her husband, and ended up, they found out that he needed to have triple bypass surgery. So he had surgery a few days ago, and so she's at home doing what's important and helping him out and taking care of him, and he is doing great. And so everything is good, everything is fine, but she just doesn't have the time to do this. But I wanted to because there are things I still want to talk about. And the first one would be the Detroit Museum chest that is just like Forrest's. And so I was one of the people who received the email from the curator at the museum, and it says that the casket has been rephotographed, which probably you know that by now, and they do have the pictures on their website. They also said the casket weighs 17.5 pounds and that it's lined with modern red velvet and there's no wood. So, so really the lining of that casket is not original because they are saying modern red velvet. So, you know, maybe it used to be lined with wood, or maybe Forrest's chest is lined with wood, and that may be original or it may not. But my feeling is that it is, I just feel like they are definitely made at the same time. And I'm not calling Forrest a liar or being disrespectful. It's just my opinion. I think it's just another mystery. It adds to the chest. I hope that we are able to find it because I would love to have it. And I think it's beautiful. And I think it's 19th century. And I guess, you know, some people are saying that maybe that chest in the pictures is not the same one he hid, and that makes perfectly good sense because there's a lot, you know, there's so many smart people out there, and that could be a fact that it is that he's, you know, kind of tricking us in that way, that the one he hid is different, but I still just don't believe that he hid a chest out in the wilderness from 1150 AD. I think that the one that he is speaking of is the one in the pictures. There's been so many people that have seen it. He himself has said over 100 people have seen the chest before he hid it. And I think Del Neitzel said he knew of 10 people who had seen it. I only know that Creighton Finn, Doug Preston, Michael McGarity, and Chase Reynolds Evolved saw the chest. Those are the only ones I know of. But we all could see the chest in his vault before it was hidden because it's in scrapbook 14. And if you go look at that, you can see it in the background of that photograph. You can see the chest sitting back there. So that's interesting to know. I think it is. One of Dal's friends told him that one of them that he knew that saw the chest before it was hidden said that it is the same chest in the photos. So I think I believe that that is the one that is hidden, and I believe it is 19th century. Now, I don't know why Eugen Thal would have told him that it was from 1150 AD, and we get that from Once Upon a While in the foreword, where Doug Preston said, on the right side of the vault, on a sturdy shelf, sat a bronze casket of ancient workmanship that he had recently acquired. Eugen Thal, the noted collector, had identified it as a rare Romanesque lockbox dating back to 1150 AD. And there's a picture in here of the chest too. That it's one that I'm sure we've seen. It's just I hadn't noticed this picture before. I need to read this book a little closer, but anyway, so I mean, Eugen Thal was an American art dealer and a collector, and he was one of the world's most respected dealers. And you can see he's on Wikipedia. You can look him up. And he died last year at age 90. And it's kind of odd that this chest comes about this year, and he just died last year, and he's not around to ask questions. But anyway, he lived in Santa Fe from 1987 to 2013, and he was good friends with Forrest, and but it seems like everything points to him. He's the one that put the date on the chest as 1150 AD. But you know, it's a mystery. It just adds to the chest, and you know, I think it would be exciting to own it either way. And you know, he did say it doesn't matter how good the painting is, it matters how good I can make you think it is. And that's from 2011, a recording with Irene Rollins. And anyway, also I wanted to mention Jeremy Parnell for finding all this information, some additional information, which I want to share. I'm going to share my screen and kind of just show some of it. Okay, well, here we have the museum, and I'm sure everyone has seen this already. But in my opinion, on this latch, I believe that is a gargoyle, and that's what I think it is. And then on the picture of the inside of the chest, I believe that everything is just, I think it matches up very well with Forrest's chest. I believe there are minor differences. They both had a long life in different areas, and I just think that it's not his chest, but it is from the same time and probably the same maker. And I don't think it is that rare, because we have two of them in the United States. So, you know, I think that's where they came from. And from the 19th century. Then there are I'm going to put some links to some books that Jeremy Parnell, I believe, found. And it's very interesting. There's one, this is the one I find interesting. And you know, the thing that stands out to me is the latch, because on this picture, the latch is more typical to that time period, where the latches, the hinges on this one is more typical to that time period, where the hinges on the Detroit chest and Forrest are piano hinges, and I could not find anything that told me that a piano hinge was available in 1150 AD. So, you know, that's part of my thinking, but what do I know? But speaking of, okay, this is supposed to be a picture of a siege of the castle. And speaking of castles, we want to do a giveaway. So I have a castle here. Let me get back to my screen. And this is a castle. It's a sand castle. And we're going to give this away to one of our subscribers. And all you have to do is be a subscriber and just put a comment below this video. And then in a week, maybe next Saturday, we'll just draw names of people who have made a comment. And if you have nothing to say in comments, just say hello. And we'll draw names and we'll mail you that lovely little sandcastle. And we're not selling anything. We're just doing something fun just to give away, since we're talking about the chest and castles, and we have a few of those to give away. And so I just thought that would be fun. Okay, then the next thing I want to talk about is an article that I came across, and I found it to be interesting. I'm going to share that with you as well. Okay, here is the article that is dated. Let me share it first. I'll just share it with you so you can see it. Okay, this article is dated March 8th, 2009, and it is talking about Renelle Jacobson and her cancer. And in it, it refers to Forrest Fenn's treasure hidden in the Rocky Mountains. So I cannot find any place on here that indicates that this is not from March 8, 2009, but I thought that was really interesting, and I will put a link down below because, you know, it doesn't make a difference to me that if it's hidden in March 2009 or when it's hidden, but maybe it makes a difference to someone. I just thought it was really interesting and wanted to share that. And then the last thing I want to talk about is from one of the 6 questions this year was when Forrest mentioned that he likes to zoom down and look at his special place. And, you know, we kind of wondered why he might do that. But I think he is just fond of the place and looks at it just to, you know, just because he has good feelings when he does. And this was from last year's 6th question. And and he answered it. It was a question regarding his childhood home. And he said, I like to look at the old place on Google Earth. All that remains now are the cement front porch, the garage, and a few pecan trees. And to me, you know, he just goes there to look around. And I think someone who might be kind of homesick would do that and, you know, just look around and you know, not that he expects it to look different, but, you know, just gives him a good feeling because we know that Google Earth updates every 1 to 3 years. So it's not like he's going to see, you know, anything. But I did wonder if he does have access to real-time imagery. And this is why. And I'm going to share this article with you. So let me share this one. Okay. This is a clipping from the Cincinnati Enquirer. And in this article, let's see, it goes back to 1980. And in this article, in the 5th paragraph, it says, Fenn, a Texan who is a retired fighter pilot and an ex-CIA agent. So it's just an article about art, but it does say ex-CIA agent. And so I don't know if that's true or not. I did email Forrest. I ran across this maybe a year ago, and I emailed him at that time. He did not answer. And I emailed him again recently to see if he would. I didn't expect him to, and he did not. I just wanted to know if that's true or not. Not that it gets us any closer, but it is interesting to think that if he is ex-CIA, maybe he has access to some kind of satellite or special imagery that will is real time. And so, you know, there are more than 8,000 satellites currently orbiting, and many are equipped with high power cameras. So, I mean, it's possible that he has that ability. Maybe, you know, that's how he knows if he can see something's moved, you know, whether it be, you know, one of the clues or something around it, or rocks, or, you know, whatever. So, you know, that's kind of something I thought was interesting. You know, those are things that make us think. They don't necessarily get us closer to the chest, but I mean, it just makes you think, and, you know, the what ifs. So anyway, I think on our next video, we're going to talk about all 9 clues, and that should be interesting. But thank you guys for watching. And again, like I said, be sure and make a comment. And because we will be giving this away, our little castle. And I thank you for watching. Be sure and subscribe and like our video. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your chase. Bye.